Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. Going to give you a very thorough overview of the article here. There's a link in the description. I'll play a video. I'll press play on it now. There's no audio, but you can have a look at some of the scenes concerned whilst I give you a bit of an outline as to the situation. So the headline tells us that a New York Police Department auto impound is currently burning down. So it's been on fire since Tuesday morning around 10:37 a.m. It's described as a massive facility. It mostly houses vehicles of various kinds within the facility, within the premises. A fire started Tuesday morning. It's still ongoing. It's expected to last several days. It's really expected to utterly destroy the building, as well as a lot of evidence within it. It's viewed that the evidence won't be salvageable. Okay, so just going to comment on that. So I think one automatic question for us is, how important is this? I mean, are there going to be crimes that are going to go unsolved because of the evidence being completely destroyed? And this includes DNA evidence, by the way. So that's our immediate go-to, I would say. That's been my immediate go-to. And the article tells us, essentially, in that regards, not to panic, that a lot of the evidence was 20 years old, 30 years old, in regards to cold cases. And sure, I guess that does mean that those cold cases are really not going to be in a position to be solved. But I've got to say, from my point of view, at least it doesn't involve any evidence in regards to any current cases. So there's a blessing. So on that side, in regards to the evidence that's been destroyed, obviously that's not a good thing. But this is really historic evidence of various kinds that has been destroyed, not any evidence at all in regards to any current active crime. So I think that's a good thing. Now, the building is deemed to be unsalvageable. The evidence is going to be unsalvageable. Firefighters were injured. So there's been 8 injuries. We don't know the severity of those injuries, but of course, I'm not trying to palm this off as a complete nothing burger, but in regards to the evidence, it was old evidence. Why did this fire start? Nobody knows at this point in time. Of course, there's an investigation that will occur. The idea of lithium batteries is being investigated. Having said that, it's been noted that lithium batteries from e-bikes, a lot of the e-bikes are impounded. The lithium batteries from the e-bikes are disconnected. So I don't know if that entirely resolves the risks or eliminates the risks of lithium batteries exploding. You know, we've all seen images online of e-bikes, e-scooters and all of this setting ablaze when they're plugged in. Don't know if that still can happen when they're not plugged in. And that's pretty much all the info. I can give you a few more details, I suppose. So we are told within this article that most of the evidence was vehicles of various kinds. So it is a large auto impound. We got an image of the fire there. And a lot of them are historic vehicles, some of which belong to officers that were killed in the line of duty. The article reminds us of a couple of such incidences of officers being killed within their vehicle. And I'm just going to say something here which you might find a little bit controversial. You may agree, you may disagree. I've got to say, maybe this isn't such a bad thing. I mean, I really do wonder why there's such a need to keep all of this material. Okay, again, of course, I'm not condoning the burning down of an entire facility. Of course not. But at the same time, I am thinking to myself, was it really necessary to keep all of this evidence? You know, it seems like if these are crimes that have been investigated and they've been put to one side, why hold on to the evidence? The evidence at some point in time would need to be disposed of. So I'm thinking in that regard, the destruction of a lot of the evidence really isn't a big deal. That's my take on it. Am I being completely stupid? Perhaps I am. But as I say, I'm not trying to lessen the damage caused of the destruction of a very large facility. I mean, that is a very large facility. Also, I don't wish to diminish or demean the injuries that have occurred. 8 people, including 3 firefighters, 3 emergency medical services members, 2 civilians, have suffered minor injuries during the blaze. Apparently, 15 NYPD employees were inside the building at the time that the fire started. Seemingly all were safely evacuated. So there we go. Perhaps one of the most important points are right at the end. Rape kits and sexual assault evidence were not stored at this facility. Rape kits and sexual assault evidence were not stored at this facility. Most of the evidence was vehicle based, and a lot of it, or most of it indeed, dating back 20 to 30 years. So I don't know. To me, I'm feeling that this is evidence which is no longer that important at this point in time. You know, that's my take on it. Anyhow, thank you.